A Tiffany sterling silver chain costs $395. A James Avery sterling silver chain costs $86. Same 0.925 sterling silver. Same purity, same durability. The only difference is the blue box and the $309 you paid for it. But the markup isn't the story. The story is that 7 brands are using identical materials to Tiffany, Cartier, and David Yurman right now, and most people walk straight past them. One of them is worn by Princess Kate and Meghan Markle. Another sells solid 14-karat gold rings for $148 that Tiffany charges $1,525 for. A third was built by someone who spent years inside the supply chains of the world's most expensive jewelry houses, and then walked away to prove the markup was never justified. Every time you walk past these brands, that assumption costs you between $200 and $2,000. This video fixes that. Brand number 7, Lagos. Every time you walk past the Lagos case at Nordstrom, you're walking past the same sterling silver as David Yurman, at less than half the price. That's not an opinion. That's the material specification. Both brands use 0.925 sterling silver. Both are American-made designer jewelry. Both emerged in the same era and built branded businesses in a market that had no model for it. The difference between a $225 Lagos caviar bracelet and a $597 Yurman cuff is not the metal. It's the pouch and the name. But most people never get that far. Walk through Nordstrom or Bloomingdale's and you'll pass the Lagos case without stopping. It's behind glass, it's silver, and it looks like every other department store jewelry brand fighting for counter space. The brain files it under expensive department store stuff and keeps moving. Here's why that assumption is worth examining. Lagos was founded in 1977 on Philadelphia's Jewelers Row by Stephen Lagos, a 19-year-old self-taught jeweler who learned his craft from a Russian mentor and started with a small repair shop. For years, he made jewelry that sold under other people's names. Then, in 1984, he invented something that would define the brand for 4 decades. A textured sterling silver surface pattern inspired by raw hematite. He called it caviar. That single design turned a repair shop into a national brand. Today, Lagos is stocked at Neiman Marcus, Bloomingdale's, and Nordstrom, across more than 350 retail locations. And every piece is made in the United States. Here's what the price tag actually reflects. The caviar technique is not stamped, cast, or pressed. It is individually applied beading, solid metal beads, individually soldered, spaced with precise consistency across every piece. The minimum wall thickness on bangles is 1.2 millimeters. On chains, it's 0.9 millimeters. Those specifications separate real jewelry from mass-produced hollow links. All Lagos diamonds are graded G to H color and SI clarity, the exact same grading standards used by David Yurman and John Hardy. Their standout piece, the Lagos Caviar Icon sterling silver bracelet, retails for $225. No plating, no fill, no base metal. What you're paying for is a piece designed by a CFDA member, built to the same purity standard as pieces retailing at 3 times the price. David Yurman's sterling silver cable cuff retails for $597. His curb chain bracelet runs $825. Strip away the cable twist and compare plain sterling silver bracelets. The price gap becomes indefensible on material grounds alone. Lagos has been selling since 1977 and has moved over 250,000 pieces of the Caviar Watch collection since 2000. That's not what a brand held together by marketing looks like. One practical note: sterling silver tarnishes. What separates real 0.925 sterling from plated alternatives is how it responds. Real sterling polishes back to its original finish, evenly and cleanly. The caviar beading is applied as individual solid metal beads, not surface engraving, so the finish cannot wear off the way plating does. Rub any Lagos piece with a polishing cloth, and the texture comes up bright, uniform, and undamaged. Lagos charges for the craft. The next brand on this list charges for neither the craft nor the name, and it's worn by 2 members of the royal family. Brand number 6, Aurate, New York. Aurate sells solid 14-karat gold rings for $148. Tiffany charges $1,525 for the same metal. Both made in New York City. One by 7th-generation craftspeople, the other in a store on 5th Avenue. That price gap is the entire premise of this brand, and it's backed by a supply chain that most jewelry companies would never make public. Most people who've heard of Aurate think it's another Instagram jewelry brand, the kind that floods your feed with discount codes and influencer hauls. That perception is wrong, and it's costing people real money every time they walk into Tiffany instead. Aurate was founded in 2015 by Sophie Khan and Bushra Ezahraoui, two Princeton-educated women who met in 2010. Khan had a background in fashion strategy from Marc Jacobs. Ezahraoui came from Goldman Sachs. They launched out of frustration at not being able to find fine jewelry with fresh designs at honest prices, no marketing spend, no influencer budget. 7-figure sales in their first 2 years, purely on product quality and word of mouth. Every Aurate piece is designed and manufactured in New York City by 7th-generation craftspeople. The gold is 100% recycled. Production runs on a made-to-order basis. No inventory waste, no retail markup to cover unsold stock. The result is pricing that sits 50 to 80% below traditional retail on comparable fine jewelry. All diamonds are certified conflict-free through the Kimberley process. Their standout entry point, the Infinity Ring in solid 14-karat gold, retails at $148. The lab-grown emerald heirloom necklace sits at $188 in 14-karat gold vermeil. The design language across every piece is intentionally minimal. No logos, no branding. Nothing that dates the piece to a particular trend cycle. That's deliberate. These are pieces built to last, not to signal a season. Now here's the comparison that should stop you cold. Tiffany's 14-karat gold pieces range from approximately $1,500 to over $12,000. For a plain 14-karat gold band, the entry point is well above $500. Aurate charges for the gold. One reviewer described it directly. It's basically like Tiffany, Bulgari, etc., but then fairly priced because of their direct-to-consumer business model. Aurate backs every piece with a lifetime warranty. Tiffany doesn't offer that, and they're charging 5 times more for a similar piece. Buyers on Reddit's Air/Jewellery confirm the 14-karat gold items retain their finish with daily wear. One buyer treated herself to 3 thin gold rings in 2018 and reported they've held up beautifully. Another wore gold vermeil hoops every day and called them great quality at an easy, affordable point. Aurate's Trustpilot rating sits at 4 stars from 4,652 customers. Not a brand that vanishes after the sale. Buy Aurate in solid gold for pieces you'll wear every day. Buy the vermeil for occasional pieces where the price point matters more than longevity. That distinction matters, and the fact that Aurate is transparent about it tells you something about how they operate. Aurate makes fine jewelry in New York at direct-to-consumer prices. The next brand on this list makes it in London, and 2 members of the royal family wear it on their days off. Brand number 5, Monica Vinader. Princess Kate reaches for this brand on a casual Tuesday. Meghan Markle wore it to a Black Lives Matter address. Queen Camilla presented it with the UK's most prestigious business award. And most Americans have never heard of it. Monica Vinader's Riva Circle diamond ring retails for $112. A comparable pavé diamond ring at Tiffany starts at $1,525. Same 18-karat gold, same diamonds. The difference is $1,413. And a name most people in the US still can't place. That's the arbitrage. And it's been hiding in plain sight for over 16 years. Monica Vinader was born in San Sebastian, Spain, graduated from art school in London, and spent time in Patagonia and Mexico, building a network of artisans and learning to cut gemstones by hand. She started making bespoke jewelry for private clients in Argentina in 2002. When the financial crisis hit and funding dried up, she and her sister took out a loan against the family house to produce the debut Fiji bracelet. It sold out immediately. In the same year of launch, Monica Vinader won Brand of the Year at the UK Jewellery Awards. Today, the brand delivers to 72 countries, employs over 200 people, and in 2022 won the Queen's Award for Enterprise in Sustainable Development, presented by Queen Camilla herself. Here's how the pricing works. Production is centered in India, where every stone is custom cut and faceted by hand, from rough using contemporary cuts. No 2 gemstone pieces are identical. The brand uses 100% recycled gold vermeil and sterling silver, all assay assured and hallmarked at 92.5% purity. The gold vermeil process is a specific point of pride. Monica Vinader pioneered it within accessible jewelry, layering a minimum of 2.5 microns of 18-karat gold onto sterling silver. That's 5 times thicker than average gold plating, significantly more durable as a result. Cartier and Bulgari hand-cut their stones too. Monica Vinader does it at $95. The linear friendship bracelet, worn by Meghan Markle to a 2020 public address, retails at $125. The siren wire earrings in green onyx, Kate Middleton's go-to for multiple public engagements, retail at approximately $140. Every piece carries a 5-year warranty, including free repair for tarnishing. Tiffany's hardware small wrap bracelet in sterling silver retails at approximately $3,580. Monica Vinader's equivalent sits at $250. The material is 18-karat gold vermeil. The markup at Tiffany covers Park Avenue rent and the blue box. The markup at Monica Vinader covers the salary of a gemstone cutter in Ethiopia. A TikTok jewelry expert with over 10,700 followers reviewed Monica Vinader and said, "I'd usually advise to stay away from gold vermeil jewelry when priced in this range, but I have to admit, they have a pretty incredible warranty." Town and Country Magazine, AOL Lifestyle, and The Urban List have all covered the royal family's preference for Monica Vinader as a genuine personal choice, not a paid partnership. Emma Watson, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Bella Hadid wear it too. Not because they can't afford Cartier, because the design is that good. Monica Vinader is what the British have known for a decade, while Americans kept paying Tiffany prices. The next brand figured out the same trick, but from Toronto. Brand number 4, Mejuri. Mejuri sells 2 completely different products under the same brand. One is genuine fine jewelry at prices that shouldn't be possible. The other is expensive costume jewelry that will fade within a year of daily wear, and their marketing makes it almost impossible to tell which is which. That distinction is worth $200 to most buyers who get it wrong. Most people know the name. Minimal gold pieces, stacking rings, delicate chains, the kind of jewelry that shows up in every minimalist aesthetic mood board on Instagram. What most people don't know is that the Instagram version of Mejuri, the gold vermeil pieces, and the real version of Mejuri, the solid 14-karat gold line, are fundamentally different products with fundamentally different lifespans. Mejuri was founded in 2015 in Toronto by Noura Sakija, a Jordanian-Canadian entrepreneur who wanted to make fine jewelry accessible for everyday wear. The pitch was simple. Remove the retail markup, sell directly to consumers, price honestly. By 2022, Mejuri had raised over $100 million in funding and opened flagship stores in New York, Los Angeles, and Toronto. The brand is valued at over $600 million. This is not a scrappy startup. This is a major jewelry retailer with serious capital behind it. And here's what that capital funds. Mejuri uses 94% recycled gold across their solid gold line. All diamonds are ethically sourced and conflict-free. The gold vermeil pieces are sterling silver .925 with a 2.5 micron coating of 18-karat gold, 25 times thicker than standard gold plating. But it is still plating, it can wear off. And at Mejuri's price points, the vermeil pieces cost enough that wearing off feels like a betrayal. Here's the payoff. And it's the thing Mejuri's marketing never makes clear enough. The Mejuri mini hoop earrings in 14-karat solid gold retail for $48 each. Solid gold. Simple hoop. One buyer reported 0 signs of wear after months of daily use. The chain bracelet in 14-karat gold retails for $80. One reviewer wore it for 30 days straight, through showers, through ocean swims. The color didn't move. The clasp held. For comparison, Catbird sells a similar 14-karat gold bracelet for $94. Mejuri undercuts them by $14. The croissant dome ring in 14-karat gold retails for $198. Bold, stackable, solid, 14-karat construction. One buyer of a gold necklace reported wearing it every day in the shower, in the ocean, to sleep for years. No tarnishing, no dullness. That's what solid gold does. That's what plating doesn't. Mejuri offers a 2-year warranty. But the warranty doesn't change the science. Gold plating wears off. Buy the 14-karat solid gold line and you get fine jewelry at fair prices. Buy the vermeil and you get expensive plating that will require replating within a year of heavy wear. At $48 to $198 for solid 14-karat gold, Mejuri's solid line is one of the best values in fine jewelry. Just make sure you're buying the right one. Mejuri's solid gold line is one of the best values in fine jewelry. The next brand on this list pioneered the entire demi-fine category, from a kitchen table in London during the worst recession in decades. Brand number 3, Missoma. The founder of this brand spent years inside Richemont, the parent company of Cartier, EWC, and Van Cleef & Arpels. She learned exactly how luxury jewelry is made, what it actually costs, and where the markup lives. Then she quit and built her own brand. That's not a startup story, that's an insider defection. Missoma was founded in 2007 by Marissa Hordern, not during the Instagram boom, not during the influencer gold rush, but during the worst global recession in decades. She noticed there was no middle ground in the market. Anything that wasn't fine was really cheap quality. So she started making jewelry at her kitchen table with the knowledge of someone who'd spent years watching Cartier operate from the inside. It took 7 years to break through. But when it did, it broke hard. In 2018 and 2019, Missoma ranked 4th and 6th fastest growing UKSME in the Sunday Times Fast Track 100. In 2022, it won the Queen's Award for Enterprise in International Trade, the UK's most prestigious business award, for outstanding growth in overseas sales. Here's the comparison that puts the pricing in context. Cartier's Love Bracelet in white gold starts at $4,150. Missoma's 18-karat gold vermeil version of a comparable fine chain necklace runs $195 to $283. The Lucy Williams X Missoma Cobra snake chain necklace retails for $283 in the US. 18-karat recycled gold-plated brass, 420 millimeters length, lobster claw clasp with gold-plated fang detail. That's the Cartier price gap in a single number. Jennifer Lopez, Hailey Bieber, Gigi Hadid, Meghan Markle, Kate Middleton, and Julia Roberts all wear Missoma. Not because they can't afford Cartier, because the design is good enough that the price difference stops mattering. Here's what you need to know about the vermeil. Vermeil has a lifespan. Industry data shows 2.5 plus micron vermeil lasts 2 to 5 years of normal wear. Any jeweler can replate a Missoma piece for $20 to $50. That's the maintenance cost of a product that looks like it costs 500 pounds and retails for 95 pounds. If you want to skip the replating entirely, the Missoma fine line in solid 14-karat gold doesn't tarnish at all. Jewelmeter analyzed 76 plus reviews across Reddit, Trustpilot, and Google. The verdict: exceptional customer service with quick replacements. Missoma's trust score sits at 4.5 out of 5 across 5,000 plus reviews. The brand responds to 80% of negative reviews and resolves issues within 24 to 48 hours. Almost no one in the United States knows this brand exists. That's the arbitrage. British fashion editors have been wearing it for a decade, while American buyers paid double for the Tiffany name. Missoma is the insider's choice from someone who knew exactly where the luxury markup lived. The next brand was built by someone with the same knowledge, but from the supply chains of Louis Vuitton and Ralph Lauren. Brand number 2, Ana Luisa. The co-founder of this brand spent years inside the supply chains of Louis Vuitton and Ralph Lauren. He knows exactly what fine jewelry costs to make, and exactly how much of what you pay at Tiffany is theater. Ana Luisa was built on that knowledge. Most people scroll past it because of the sustainability framing. Carbon neutral, 100% recycled gold, ethical sourcing. That language accidentally buries the brand's actual value proposition, which has nothing to do with eco-virtue and everything to do with the fact that it makes solid gold jewelry starting at $50 that doesn't tarnish. Ana Luisa was co-founded in 2018 in Brooklyn by David Benayoun and Adam Bobat. Benayoun trained in jewelry design in Paris and spent years working for Louis Vuitton and Ralph Lauren, building the supply chain relationships that most direct-to-consumer brands spend a decade trying to establish. He used those same certified factory relationships to launch Ana Luisa, first ever direct-to-consumer jewelry brand to achieve net zero carbon levels in operation. Business Insider's #1 pick for affordable fine jewelry for multiple consecutive years. You're probably spending $150 on a Pandora necklace that tarnishes by summer. Ana Luisa's solid gold equivalent starts at $75, and Business Insider named it their #1 pick for affordable fine jewelry 3 years running. That's not a coincidence. That's what happens when someone who knows the luxury supply chain from the inside builds a brand without the retail overhead. Here's the supply chain detail that separates Ana Luisa from every other brand at this price point. Every piece undergoes physical and chemical testing to verify tarnish-proof, water-resistant, and hypoallergenic claims. The Benayoun supply chain connections mean Ana Luisa sources from the same certified manufacturers used by the luxury houses, without the luxury house markup. The result is pricing that eliminates the wholesaler, the regional distributor, and the mall flagship store overhead in a single move. Their Ina herringbone chain necklace retails for $75 in 14-karat gold-plated. Tested by Reviewed.com for a full summer of wear. 0 tarnish reported. The large gold classic hoops sit at $250 in solid gold. Tested for months of continuous wear and returned in perfect condition. The diamond heart station necklace retails at $625. A reviewer at 33rd Square wrote that Ana Luisa quality competes with my vintage Tiffany under $500 at a fraction of retail prices. Business Insider's associate style editor wore Ana Luisa jewelry while sleeping, swimming, sweating, and showering, and called it her top choice for affordable, tarnish-proof everyday pieces. On Reddit's r/frugal female fashion, good quality overall for the price. I wear the earrings every day and don't take them out to shower. There's been no tarnish at all. One caveat, stainless steel pieces in the Ana Luisa range can tarnish with heavy outdoor exposure. Stick to gold or sterling silver pieces. The 2-year warranty covers the rest. Ana Luisa is the brand for people who've been burned by plated jewelry before. The #1 brand on this list is the one people in Texas have known about for 70 years, while the rest of the country kept paying Tiffany prices. Brand #1, James Avery. In 1954, a 24-year-old with $250 and no formal training started making silver jewelry in a Texas garage. 70 years later, that brand is still family-owned, still making everything in 5 Texas workshops, and still using the same .925 sterling silver as Tiffany, at a fifth of the price. That's James Avery. And outside of Texas, almost nobody knows it exists. Here's what that means in practice. Every single piece is .925 sterling silver, 92.5% pure silver. The same specification as Tiffany. The same specification as every premium sterling silver brand, charging 3 to 5 times more. James Avery also makes 14-karat and 18-karat gold pieces. Everything is stamped and guaranteed. The process is lost wax casting. Wax molds covered in plaster, then silver poured in. It's how you get pieces that last a lifetime. And at James Avery, a lifetime isn't a marketing claim. It's a documented track record. Now, here's the comparison that makes the pricing impossible to ignore. Pandora's sterling silver bracelet starts at $65. Sounds cheaper than James Avery's $86 light double curb charm bracelet. But Pandora manufactures in Thailand, ships through wholesalers, and marks up at every stop. Add 3 or 4 charms to that Pandora bracelet, and you're at $300 easily. James Avery? You're at $86, and the bracelet will outlast Pandora by a decade. People on Purse Forum have worn the same James Avery bracelet every single day for 2 years. Showered in it, slept in it, still looked good. Other people report pieces from the 1970s still holding up. One person said way better quality than Kendra Scott, and mentioned bracelets that looked perfect after 50 years. Another wrote, Tiffany and James Avery silver hold their value better than anything else. Someone else put it plainly, I'd take James Avery over Tiffany any day. The medium twist bracelet retails at $86, the heavy double curb at $150. Buyers on Dillard's website rate them 4.7 to 5 stars consistently. Not paid reviews, real buyers who've worn these pieces through real life. Here's the detail that tells you everything about how this brand operates. James Avery will clean your jewelry for free in their stores, up to 10 pieces at a time. No purchase required, no upsell. Just free cleaning, because the brand believes in the product lasting long enough to need it. And here's the detail that tells you everything about the demand. Fake James Avery websites keep appearing online because demand is high enough to make counterfeiting worth the effort. Scammers don't bother faking brands nobody wants. This isn't jewelry you wear to flex. This is the bracelet you start at 16 and you're still adding charms to at 40. Every trip, every milestone, every person who mattered. It's what people in Texas have known for decades. Same silver as Tiffany, made in America, at a fifth of the price. 7 brands, 7 different strategies. 1 pattern, remove the markup. James Avery manufactures in Texas. Aurate builds in New York. Monica Vinader hand-cuts stones in India. Mejuri and Ana Luisa skipped the jewelry store entirely. Missoma pioneered demi-fine from a kitchen table. Lagos ignored trends for 40 years and built something that outlasted all of them. Every one of these brands put the money into the metal, not the marketing. And the people who know them wear a $148 solid gold ring to a wedding and say nothing. Because they don't need to. If you've bought jewelry from any of these brands and it delivered, drop the name in the comments. Help the next person avoid the $2,000 mistake. But here's what I didn't cover today. The brands that look like these 7, but aren't. The ones using the same direct-to-consumer language, the same price points, and the same ethical sourcing positioning, but cutting corners on the metal, the manufacturing, and the certification. Some of the names on that list will genuinely surprise you. That video is already live. It's linked in the description. And if you've been burned by a brand that promised fine jewelry and delivered plating, that's the one to watch next. Subscribe if you want more breakdowns like this. This channel follows the money, not the marketing.